larger games and all that stuff. Yeah, but everything. When I say put everything in your schedule, I mean everything. You know, just your date nights, your school events, your vacations, all of it.
You mentioned that when you have a conversation with someone, do you take your notes in your schedule as well, in your Outlook schedule, or do you put it with your contact?
I put it in. It's in our CRM. We're just switching everything over to eEd, but the system we're using right now is my Red Tools. And so. What did I do? Oh, so I talked to a guy. There's a guy I was supposed to follow up with who lives up in Canada, who has a house in La Costa. And so I talked with him and typed in the notes what the conversation was. Date and timestamps in the history. Never have to think about it again. If there's any follow-up, schedule a follow-up. So my goal is just not to have to think about stuff. Just to get it in a system to where. And if I was having to think about a lot of things, then that became real obvious to me. Okay, I need a system for this because it's like on my brain a lot. And so I was always trying to get things out of my brain, into a system, into the computer, onto paper, somewhere else where I don't have to think about it. And I don't. And I have the conversation. It's over. It's done. I put it in, and I don't think about it anymore. I'm constantly asking Victoria, just say, oh, you have another call with so and so. Oh, who is it? What did we talk about last time? Because again, and she'll give me the notes from the last call, and then I go, oh yeah, I remember everything now. But I put it in, and then I forget about it. Yeah.
I want to make 2 comments to everyone. One of the first one is the greatest gift that Chris has given me over the last few years is being aware of a minute here and a minute there adds up to a whole lot of minutes at the end of the day and a whole lot of minutes at the end of the week. And I never really looked at it that I had anyone to delegate to. And Chris is like, why are you scheduling your own appointments? Why are you scheduling appointments with agents or anyone else? Let Melissa do that. So I very reluctantly kind of handed Melissa over the responsibility, which you all know. When you say, can I meet with you? I'm like, get with Melissa, get with Melissa. She owns me. She owns my schedule. Taking away those couple minutes, because I know I've heard some of you say, like, so I can't even stand here right now and let's just get on our calendars and get it together. Just taking away those couple minutes of going back and forth and letting her do that has minimum freed up one more appointment every day that I get to have with all of you. So by people actually scheduling and working directly with Melissa, I now have more time to work with more of you. You just have to be aware of those few minutes every day that are your stealers. Chris said, what do you do between making phone calls? And I said, I don't know. Hair, makeup, lipstick, I'm not real sure. But just being aware of those. So just something as simple as, you want to get on the calendar, great, Melissa, you own my calendar. So you may not have anyone to delegate to, and until you get to that point, the second thing that Chris got me to do, I hired a personal assistant, and I did not want to spend the money. And I had a pipe leak at the house a couple weeks ago. I'm still dealing with contractors, plumbers, water remediators. Me paying someone to sit at my house and handle all that has freed me up. Do I want to spend a couple $100 paying someone to do that? No, but it means I might get to help you make a couple $1,000. So find those things in your schedule. You may not want to spend the money, but if you can pay someone, if I could pay someone to go do everything but work out for me, I would. If I could pay them for that, I would. Just being aware, we can all figure out how to tighten up those minutes in the day with help from someone else, because those minutes add up. That's another appointment you get to schedule. That's maybe being available to go and speak to someone and secure a new buyer that could mean a $20,000 commission check. They all add up, and Chris really put that home to me the last couple of years to tighten that up.
You know what we'll do? Hey, Jude, why don't you just make a copy of this for everyone? And then you guys can read this stuff. All right, to help.
Would you talk about Ignite for just a second, because we have it starting on the 24th.
And are we doing it in consecutive days?
No, we're not. We're going to do it in 6 to 8 different sessions. We're not sure until we get the instructor manual of 3 hours each instead of doing it like an hour and a half each day.
Okay. So how many of you took Camp 443? All right. So that was a course that KW wrote, I don't know, 4 years ago or whenever it was. A course that was designed, more for newer agents. And it was, it was a good course, but it was lacking in a lot of ways. So what they've been working on is a new course called Ignite, and it's just finished. And it's the best course that I've ever seen anywhere for anyone for either new agents or agents that need to ignite their business, need to get their business going and get up to the next level. It's really just everything you need to be doing, including an accountability tool, an online accountability tool that's really cool. But it's a great course, has a lot of little videos, so you can hear someone doing the thing that they're telling you to do, whether it's you know, calling for a price reduction or I forget what all the videos are, but there's a lot of them. Because I'm in the office there, the writers had me review every session of it, and you know, give them suggestions and edits and improve scripts and all that stuff. So I've gone through page by page of it, and it is a great course. So it's something I highly recommend, and it's free. So
materials.
Yeah, you gotta pay for the materials, but you know, I just show up and then do the stuff every day, and you put it in your schedule. You know, again, I don't know, I have time for 3 hours, you know, every other day. Yes, you do. You just put it in your schedule, and whatever was going to be in that schedule, you put it at a different time and get it done. If there was a cruise next Thursday, you'd figure out how to get everything done. Right? And so, you know, this type of stuff, look, it all boils down to this. You do these things, you create the habits, create the discipline, you be willing to do what it takes, and then you make a lot of money, and then you're able to go do the things you want to do. It gives you the freedom that you all want. Make sense? All right. Any other questions? Is this helpful?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Jude, you guys can see Jude for copies of these, and Melissa, and read it, and then throw it away. Okay. Any other announcements besides that?
Business Planning Clinic, November 2nd, Ignite on the 24th, and you'll be starting to see a lot of information about both those.